family, ministers of government here present, Madam Chair, and members of the Asset Recovery and Property Retrieval Task Force, distinguished ladies and gentlemen of the press. Before I go into my statement to the press, I will formally introduce members of this all-important task force. As I do the introduction, I will expect every member here to stand for recognition of the press. May I mind Reverend Vice Chair, question? Mr. Ellis Coffin, who is not here, is a member. Mr. Martin Colley, also not here. Mr. Ahmed Denster, member. Honorable Emmanuel Bongwe. Dr. Rennie D. Jackson. Miss Angel Andrews. Mr. Imperial Melusai. Wasima. Mr. George Moore. Mr. John Mobile Lilly. Mr. Trocom Martin Allen. Then we have representative from the Ministry of Justice, and also representative from the General Services Agency. Thank you. On behalf of the Asset Recovery and Property Retrieval Task Force, I want to use this medium to express gratitude to the Honorable Minister of Information for the opportunity for the House to give our first major press briefing since the announcement of Executive Order number 126 and our appointment to this national cause by the President, His Excellency Joseph Imakwaka. Our ministers of government here present, distinguished ladies and gentlemen of the press. We consider this responsibility as a national cause. On ground, that this is a symbol of national preparedness by the President to declare war on corruption and to restore hope to the Liberian people by retrieving stolen assets that were diverted to private use by employees and former officials of the government. The purpose of this executive order is to open a new chapter for good governance and accountability. The path of good governance and accountability is the apparatus on which civilized nations of the world are built. Civilized nations are nations that are built on the tenets of democracy, good governance, accountability, and the rule of law. Unlike civilized nations, corrupt nations are vultures that destroy the existence of the state and its people. The negative results of corrupt nations are abject poverty, poor healthcare delivery program, underdevelopment, bad rules, poor educational program, and bad salary for the employees of the system. Our ministers and distinguished ladies and gentlemen of the press. Liberia as a nation state has been victimized by bad governance, corruption, and theft over the past. Evidence of these are poverty, massive underdevelopment, and hardship. The pronouncement of Executive Order number 1 is a redemption for the people of Liberia and their state from the slavery of corruption, theft, and bad governance. This is an indication that Liberia is gravitating to the expectations of the world, where the tenets of democracy, good governance, accountability, and the rule of law are key initiatives for international recognition. Today, the Asset Recovery and Property Retrieval Task Force has been further constituted, commissioned, and charged with the power to perform its duties and responsibilities in line with the rule of law and without fear or favor. We consider this charge as a national responsibility, and by this, it is anticipated of us to perform to the expectations of the Liberian people and that of this government. We uphold this as an opportunity to be the first tax force under this government with the power and responsibility to recover stolen assets and retrieve properties from employees, former officials, and private individuals who obtain same through illegal means. The pledge to the people of Liberia and this government that we will perform self-responsibility to its maximum. In consonance with the law, we will be fearless, robust, drastic, and strong. In execution of our duties, no person or questions, despite his or her former portfolio, will be exempted, as the full weight of the law will not be selected in its application. Our minister, distinguished ladies and gentlemen of the press, to hit the ground running, the tax force has commenced the process of properties retrieval from employees, private individuals, and past officials of government who illegally obtained them. We want to use this occasion to call on all agencies, ministries, corporations that we have contacted to submit inventories of properties that we have selected for retrieval. We also want to use the medium to caution employees, private individuals, and former officials of government who are in possession of government properties to surrender them to the tax force. On this note, the tax force is granting 10 days grace period commencing March 22nd to March 31st, 2024 to those mentioned supra to voluntarily surrender all state properties to avoid unspecified legal action and consequences. Meanwhile, the tax force wants to call on all garages that are currently in the habit of changing colors, VIN and sachet number of government vehicles to immediately desist. The tax force has gotten intelligence of those garages involved in said criminal act. On the issue of asset recovery, which is the second phase of our work, this portion of our responsibility borders on financial crimes and corruption investigation. Our financial crime investigators are currently reviewing reports and other information gathered through our intelligence on theft and corruption of government assets. These reports and intelligence will be investigated, and thereafter proceeds of those crimes that were converted into liquid and fixed assets, both in Liberia and outside Liberia, by private individuals who transacted in bad business deals with government and former officials of government, will be legally confiscated through a code of complaint jurisdiction. We are calling on the public to assist the task force with all relevant intelligence and information. Your name and identity will be protected. We can be reached by the following means: Liberia asset recovery at gmail.com, WhatsApp +231 880 358205, +231 778 611 836. Our ministers of government and distinguished ladies and gentlemen of the press, let me clarify that this is not a wish hunt for any particular group. Our recovery and retrieval processes will be based on cogent evidence. No one will be falsely incriminated on the basis of political affiliation. The legal chain of custody will be our guiding tool to establish the magnitude of our investigation. Meanwhile, in line with our duties and responsibilities, the task force will soon release the names of persons of interest that will be placed on the Essay Republica. These persons of interest have been captured in as our major suspects in our financial crime and corruption investigation. The task force is also aware of the illegal movement of liquid assets and is currently working with its intelligence to trace the domestic and international location of those stolen assets. Howbeit, we are calling on joint security at our various borders to remain vigilant. To conclude, I'm calling on the Liberian people to assist this national endeavor. This initiative has set the stage for Liberia to regain its dignity and reputation in the international community. Thank you very much.